You are looking, meanwhile, at the first at-home COVID-19 test approved here in Canada. The company says their tests can deliver results in a period of 11 to 30 minutes. It's already being sold in the U.S. Kelly Brezoczky is the executive vice president at Lucira Health Inc. She's with us from Los Gatos, California. Hi, Ms. Brezoczky. Good to meet you and good to have you on our program this evening. Thanks for making the time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Could you start off just by explaining to me and our viewers exactly how this test works?
Sure. The test is actually, we've taken the ability to deliver lab quality PCR results that are typically performed in a centralized lab. And our technical team has been working for over 7 years to put it into a little tiny test unit that can deliver a PCR quality result in as few as 11 minutes if you're positive and 30 minutes to confirm a negative. And it sits just in the palm of your hand. I think you might have an example of one,
right,
but this is how the size of it.
And so it's a PCR. It's important, I think, to distinguish for our viewers. It's a PCR test, which is kind of like the gold standard here. It's not a rapid antigen test, for example.
Correct. It's actually not a PCR test. It's a molecular test. And so it's similar to PCR and delivers a PCR quality result, but it's actually an isothermal molecular test. But it's in the same category of molecular tests, which are quite different from rapid antigen tests.
And this is a single-use test, right? So you kind of order it, and is it the kind of thing you can go to your pharmacy to get? I mean, in the places where it's already approved, how do you envision it best working?
So our test was designed to be a single-use test, right? So you basically when you buy a test kit, it contains everything you need to run one COVID-19 test is in the kit. And so presently our test is only available in the United States, and it's available currently online for $55 US per test in the US. Very excited about our Canadian authorization and looking forward to being able to have our product in Canada as soon as possible.
How soon do you think that might happen?
We're hoping that it can be within the next couple of months. I think our goal is to be able to have our test in Canada by June.
And when you look at it from a kind of bigger perspective, what do you think the true benefit of the test is? Like, how can it effectively help society or countries or cities or towns or maybe even NBA games, navigate the reality of the pandemic we're in right now?
That's a really good question. And I think most importantly, when you think about mitigating spread of rapidly spreading infectious diseases like COVID, it's really important to be able to test people and have an accurate result quickly. And I think the benefit of being able to have a molecular test like ours that can deliver truly a PCR quality result any place, anywhere in less than 30 minutes becomes very, very important to mitigating spread.
Great. Thanks very much for making the time for this. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.